Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. In this video, I would also take a look at the long-term chart. Maybe we start with that, then we take a look at the shorter time frame. Yesterday, I updated my Bitcoin long-term chart. All these charts are available for channel members, silver and gold members. You can access all of these live on TradingView. So if you have any, if you want to see any updates, you can get them through TradingView. It's the long-term chart. Disregard completely, please, the time axis. This is, if I could delete them, I would. Many analysts, I think, would do that. But the problem is with Elliott Wave, it's a price-based system. It's not a time-based system. And also, where these waves individually are placed, it's too far out. But anything that sort of is here in this region, we can take a look at particularly. But again, I haven't necessarily placed them where they should eventually go. This one, because otherwise, you wouldn't recognize them. It wouldn't be readable. But all-time high target for the next bull run, I already talked about that in other videos, is sort of between 115,000 to 175,000. Yeah, so this fifth wave would likely go into that region. And now let's take a look at the long-term chart first. And because not much is going on the shorter time frame, it's the long-term log chart. So obviously you need to use the log chart long-term. Otherwise, first of all, you don't recognize the waves. You cannot see the individual waves. And also, it is more reliable long-term to use the logarithmic chart, in my opinion. The linear chart is great, I think, short-term. And sometimes I find it more accurately using it in the short term. But yeah, this is the long-term log chart. So we see here initially, basically the beginning candle, you could say, the beginning wave all the way up into the 2011 high. That was a wave one. That's how we start. And then a wave two pullback. And this third wave, which matches this wave degree, hasn't even finished. Now I have to say one thing, or two things. First of all, I did revise the count a little bit. I really tried to work with Fibonacci levels and everything. And the one I had before was a little bit different. So I think this one is more reliable, more accurate. So I will stick to this one for now until it gets invalidated. What I have to say as well, the second thing is that this wave 1-2, not sure how reliable it is. Oftentimes these startup candles need to be ignored, but I'm not sure if I will ever see this third wave anyway, right? So we won't know if I'm right or wrong. I'll leave it in now, but yeah, that will be decades out. So who knows where we will be. Okay, maybe I will, who knows, anyway. The good news is this is a very bullish wave count, and this wave count is valid as long as Bitcoin stays above $3,900. Even then, I wouldn't completely throw it out of the window. The relevant level is 3,160, this swing low, okay? I mean, I will already have to make adjustments when we get close to 4,000, but this is a very robust count and it can take a lot of hits, okay? So it is a really reliable wave count because it takes a lot to invalidate it. Now, again, disregard the first one too maybe, but it is on here and would just be more bullish long term. Now, looking at it then off the 2011 low, we have another 1-2 setup, and the wave 2 bottomed in 2015. That was sort of the first major bear market back then. And then we have a series of 1-2 setups. So a couple of 1-2 setups here on the chart, which I find most reliable, because if I put, so let me try to explain that. What would be the alternative? The alternative, and that's how I see it on many people's log charts, would be to put the third wave here, or here. And the problem is it doesn't really work from the Fib levels, the Fibonacci levels. We know that certain waves need to reach certain Fib levels. And I think I had it in my old count, I had it here somewhere, this third wave as well. And it just doesn't work. It always annoyed me. It just doesn't fully work because it doesn't work from the Fibonacci extensions that we want to see. So I think this is the most reliable. I have a series of 1-2 setups here. And basically the first 1-2 setup, the matching third wave, that's the wave in which we currently are. And within this third wave, we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the fifth wave is still ongoing. Again, you can rewatch the video if you want to, or you just become a channel member and you have live access to the chart all the time. But this fifth wave is basically ongoing. The fifth wave, circle wave 5 of wave 3. And within this one, yeah, that's where we are, right? And in this count, that's the most relevant now to us because that's where we are in this fifth wave here. Yeah, other interpretations will be possible, but this is the one that, in my opinion, works well with fib levels. Either way, it would assume that the bear market low was on the log chart a wave 4, but you can also count it as a wave 2. So it could be another 1-2 setup here, and then it would escalate much higher. So if the yellow count plays out, this would escalate even higher. Yeah, the yellow count is also a likely option. 1-2 setup, all right? On the linear chart, it has to be a 1-2 setup. On the log chart, we get away with counting it as a wave 4 here, this low. But either way, in both cases, a new all-time high is on the radar. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying there couldn't be a bearish case. There could be one, but let's just take a look at this first. If we assume the November low was the bear market low, then Bitcoin now needs to break through Fibonacci resistance, and that is between 32,590 and 49,970. Then it can break higher to form the third, fourth, fifth, and it would escalate higher, right? So all the future bear markets based on this count would likely be wave 4s. So let's see how that plays out. Definitely that would mean they are very boring and very long. Now, again, it could be a 1-2 setup here or a 3-4. That doesn't really matter. We had the overshooting B wave. I haven't put that onto there as a label. Now, what happens if we make another bear market low? Is that possible? Yeah, it's possible with this count as well. We would then have to count it like this though. Okay, put the high of the wave here, the October high, 2021. And the move down, the entire move down would then have to be counted as an A wave. This move up is some kind of a B wave. I showed you that before, and then we could come down in a C wave, maybe even to below $10,000. So that's why this is such a critical area here. Yeah, such a critical area. And then I would have to place, then it would have to be a 1-2. Yeah, that would come down to low for a wave 4 in my opinion. So then I would count it like that. All right. So that's just the log chart, long-term log chart. I just want to show it to you briefly and quickly because it's the updated one. Again, if you want to have updated charts all the time and access to my TradingView charts, you can check that out as a channel member. But let's go to the shorter time frame count then. Here, nothing has happened really. So basically, if you are struggling now, it is basically the area we're talking about now on the shorter time frame is this. Okay, so that's what we're talking about just before a potential breakout, right? Hopefully it happens. Who knows? But we've got the setup, right? So we've got invalidation points as well that we're tracking. So looking at this, we have this 1-2 setup where the idea was that we rallied in 5 waves. I'll keep it short because I talked about it a lot in previous videos. 5 waves to form a wave 1, and then a wave of the wave 2 already done. A wave 2 consists of 3 waves, A, B, C. The B wave likely done, and the C wave could be unfolding now. That's the primary scenario in this on this time frame. And if we zoom in further than that, then we can see that there are 2 possibilities here. So again, either this B wave of wave 2 already topped, that was here the high on the 20th of July, and we're already coming down now in the C wave. 1, 2, 3 would be the next wave down, would be a rapid sell-off, maybe happens on Sunday or Monday. 4 and 5. Targeting sort of initially 28,370 to 28,700, but that would be only valid if we finally start to break below 29,530, and we should stay below 30,240 resistance. If we break above 30,240, I think it will be sent higher in a B wave, a higher B wave, possibly up to 31,350, but I have no evidence that it's still a B wave, and I'm slightly leaning towards a more direct sell-off. But either way, even if it is a higher B wave, it would still be expected to go lower eventually in the C wave of wave 2. And then I would see this as the launch pad, this yellow support area as a launch pad to rally in a third wave higher. Good, and that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you will like the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.